Long ago, in the ancient kingdom of Sheba, nestled in what is now Ethiopia, there lived a queen of unmatched wisdom and beauty named Makeda. Her rule was just and prosperous, and her people revered her not only for her intelligence, but also for her ability to bring peace and prosperity to the land. The quest for wisdom. Makeda had everything a ruler could dream of: wealth, power, and loyalty. Yet she craved something more: knowledge. She believed that wisdom was the greatest treasure of all, and sought to learn from the greatest minds in the world. One day, traders from distant lands arrived in her court, bearing tales of a wise and powerful king named Solomon, who ruled the kingdom of Israel. They spoke of his vast knowledge, his ability to solve the most complex riddles, and his profound understanding of the natural world. Intrigued, Makeda decided to embark on a journey to meet King Solomon herself. She would bring gifts that showcase the richness of her kingdom and test the great king's wisdom with her own riddles. The journey to Israel. Makeda's journey was long and arduous. She traveled with a grand caravan laden with gold, precious jewels, spices, and rare incense, gifts fit for a king. Along the way, she encountered deserts, mountain passes, and treacherous rivers, but her determination never wavered. Her advisors urged her to turn back, fearing for her safety, but Makeda's resolve was unshakable. After many months, she finally arrived at King Solomon's court in Jerusalem. The sight of her caravan amazed the people, and news of her arrival quickly reached Solomon. The meeting of minds. Solomon welcomed Makeda with great respect, recognizing her not only as a queen but as an equal in intellect. The two spent days exchanging ideas, discussing philosophy, governance, and the mysteries of the universe. Makeda was impressed by Solomon's wisdom, but she was determined to test him further. She presented him with a series of riddles, each more challenging than the last. One riddle was, "What is that which comes softly, grows louder as it travels, yet leaves no trace behind?" Solomon smiled and replied, "The wind." Another riddle was, "What can fill a room but takes up no space?" Again, Solomon answered without hesitation, "Light." Makeda nodded, pleased. She admired his ability to think deeply and quickly, but Solomon too was intrigued by Makeda's riddles and her thoughtful approach to their discussions. He realized that her visit was not merely to test him, but to learn from him, and he, in turn, learned much from her about her land and its culture. The exchange of wisdom. During her stay, Makeda shared her own knowledge of agriculture, trade, and leadership. She spoke of the fertile lands of Sheba, her innovative irrigation systems, and her methods of ensuring fairness in her courts. Solomon was equally impressed by her insight and the balance she maintained in her kingdom. As a gesture of goodwill, Solomon gifted her rare manuscripts, plants from his gardens, and artisans who could teach her people new skills. Makeda, in turn, gave Solomon frankincense, gold, and myrrh, symbols of Sheba's wealth and prosperity. The return to Sheba. When the time came for Makeda to return to her kingdom, Solomon bid her farewell with great admiration. He called her one of the wisest rulers he had ever met, and predicted that her legacy would inspire generations. Makeda's journey back to Sheba was triumphant. She brought not only the treasures Solomon had given her, but also new ideas and knowledge to improve her kingdom. She implemented advanced agricultural techniques, strengthened her trade networks, and created schools to educate her people. The legacy of Makeda. Under Makeda's rule, Sheba flourished like never before. Her people thrived, and her reputation as a wise and just ruler spread far beyond her borders. Legends of her journey to meet Solomon were passed down through the generations, inspiring countless leaders to seek wisdom and prioritize knowledge over power. To this day, Makeda is remembered as a symbol of intelligence, ambition, and the unyielding pursuit of truth. Her story reminds us that the greatest rulers are those who seek to learn, grow, and uplift their people with the treasures of the mind. If Makeda's story moved you, share it with someone who needs inspiration to chase their own dreams of growth and learning. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more incredible stories of leadership, wisdom, and perseverance from around the world. Together, Let's keep these timeless tales alive and remind ourselves of the values they hold.